In the mists and shadows of fetid earth, in ruined farm and broken hearth, spirits of the past are freed from sin, as ravens seek their missing kin. A sunlit sword struck the blow that bringeth mother and all her woe.
Oh, God.
Ho, ho, ho.
Welcome to Curse of Strahd with the High Rollers crew. I just love the hard cut off of the echo effect.
Yeah.
Did you like the sudden music as well?
The sudden music, very, very good. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Curse of Strahd with me, your Dungeon Master, Marshall Humes, joined by playing the Maya, Rhiannon Gower, playing the Maya, Rhiannon Gower. I'm getting an echo from someone, by the way. I don't know who that is. I can hear an echo.
Yeah, that was from yourself. Echo. You literally just said the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean like an actual like audio echo, but it's fine. Maybe. Playing Rose and Andy, Katie Morrison. Playing Dog's Body is Kim Richards. And then there's just this guy, Chris Trott. He's here. Don't know who he's playing.
I'm here to watch, honestly.
He's just here to watch. Run the stream. Little,
did he honestly not realise he did it?
I don't think so.
No, he didn't. Who's the other guy?
You said
Mark?
Rhiannon twice.
Who's the other guy?
Tom completely.
You said playing the Maya, Rhiannon Gower, and also playing the Maya, Rhiannon Gower.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, he's had a senior moment.
Uh-oh.
Worrying?
You said it in exactly the same tone of voice as well.
And then shortly afterwards, you said, "Is there an echo?" And that's what I meant. You said the same thing twice.
Yeah, no, because there was an actual echo on my audio where I could hear my it was like a very faint like echo.
Yeah,
it's still there.
I didn't even twig. My brain was like, no, yeah, you said Tom Hazel. Well, that's just like
what to do when the Chaos Twins become one. We are both
Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
A bit worrying, honestly. It's a little bit worrying.
Nah.
It's fine, Mark. It's fine. As someone who's older than you, this happens a lot. It's fine.
Right.
It's
it just starts going.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm still not going to introduce him. So what is going on?
Tom Hazel. My name is Tom Hazel.
Myself. It's bothering me. I know why.
That's Tom
Because I hadn't muted the stream.
Have you got your
Amadeus Fink? Tom Hazel.
So we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons now.
Oh, for the love of God.
Rhiannon,
wait, there is still one. I can hear it.
We didn't get to celebrate because we couldn't do it properly. We couldn't do your birthday on Sunday, but I noticed that you've got some wriggly friends behind you.
I do. Did you get
Wriggly boys.
It keeps
so
going.
Much sin.
Look at all this sin.
So much sin. I sent her a box full of sin.
If you've never seen, what are they called again?
Magic worms.
Magic worm. If you've never seen a magic worm, you haven't lived. You haven't lived.
They're a joy and a curse. They're great. It's my favourite thing.
Well, I think the actual message here is happy birthday, Rhiannon.
Is anyone... Sorry, can anybody hear someone speaking?
For the love of fuck, happy birthday, Rhiannon.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Ree!
Yay!
Happy birthday, Ree!
Thank you. I have traversed the sun.
Tom, he just keeps saying his name until...
I'm like a Pokemon now. Tom Hazel.
Tom Hazel.
Tom Hazel.
Tom Hazel.
Tom Hazel. Tom Hazel.
Who's their Pokemon?
Oh, he's not there now.
It's Tom Hazel.
Tom Hazel. It's Pikachu. Fuck.
Pikachu.
All right, welcome to a very chaotic stream. We're going to get to the D&D, I promise. That's it. The madness is over. Unless there's anything I've forgotten to mention, because I am obviously old and I forgot to introduce one of my players' names, so I probably have forgotten something.
It's fine.
It's fine. At least it was Tom.
Yeah, that's true.
I can still hear an echo, though, and it is bugging me.
Anyone.
Yeah.
I can't hear it at all.
Has
and I
someone
don't think
got...
anyone else can.
I can't hear an echo.
I've muted mine now.
I can.
I don't have anything on, so...
Trot's doing something.
I can hear it. Mark, have you,
now?
is your voice changer?
No idea.
Nope.
doing
I don't know what it is.
Where is that? What is that? I
I
don't
can
No one
hear
else
an
can hear
echo.
it.
Hello?
Oh, weird.
Echo.
We'll be all right. I've got to do the recap anyway. Chris Trott can fix it while he's dead, and then we can just go from there. How about that?
Nice. Tom Hazel.
Sounds good. Tom Hazel. Let's do a quick recap on what happened on the last episode of Curse of Strahd. I'm waiting for the thing. I'm waiting for the blood.
Trot. He's trying to figure out the echo.
Right here. Here we go. Oh, I heard an echo.
Much at once.
Chris,
I can hear me.
blood. Cue blood.
Trot.
I think it's not happening.
Uh-oh. What? What? Trot?
What is happening? Hello. We are back. There was a very strange crash that happened. We're back. We've got it all fixed. It's all right. It's all good now, right, Chris Trott? No more problems.
Zero problems.
Zero problems. Absolutely fine. Perfect stream. Not going to introduce everybody because I did that perfectly the first time around.
So
we're just going to go straight into it. We got everybody back. We're refreshed. We're good to go. Everybody's feeling pumped. We're going to roll some dice. People are going to die. The monsters are going to die. Players are going to die. We're all going to die. The stream's going to die. It's going to be great. We're going to run the recap now. Last time on Curse of Strahd, in the ruins of Berez, a village drowned in rage by Strahd, the party have attempted to help the were-ravens rescue their stolen children by the witch Baba Lysaga. Trying to free the children from a pen topped with human skulls, Jesper used the sun sword, but in doing so triggered ungodly screams to echo out across the swampy village and draw the attention of the witch Baba Lysaga and her scarecrows. In a fighting retreat, the party stumbled into a den of giant snakes as the witch flew towards them, and in an intense battle, another member fell. Barely standing after the snake's poisonous bites, Jesper was struck by a powerful necromantic spell and killed, transforming him into an undead creature. As things looked hopeless, Irina, the vessel of the Tatiana's soul, stepped forward and offered herself to Baba Lysaga to be taken to Strahd, causing the witch to pause momentarily. Demanding the sun sword, Tatiana threatened to end her life if she did so. With Jesper dead and things looking bleak, the next few moments will decide everything. I was worried that we'd crashed again, but we seem to be okay. I think we're back.
Nice.
And yeah, we find ourselves, you guys are in the ruins of Berez, with all of this really just happening. We are still in initiative, as Baba Lysaga floats about 30, 40 feet above you in a giant hollowed out skull that she's flying around in a sort of chariot. This version of Baba Lysaga is younger than you perhaps expected her to be. She appears to be a kind of like woman in her 40s, 50s, long, dark raven hair, and she bears an uncanny resemblance to Strahd himself. She is currently looking down on Tatiana, who has her rapier pointed at her own throat. She's kind of holding the blade against her own throat, and is staring down at Tatiana, for the moment ignoring the rest of you. You had all just managed to free yourselves from this kind of inky pool of blackness that Baba Lysaga had conjured. You've all managed to get to the outer edges of this kind of 40-foot circle, having pulled yourselves free. And that is where we begin. There are still some scarecrows beginning to filter in through the fog and approaching towards you all. And we begin. Kicking off everything is Ismark the Lesser, who is the next to act in the initiative. And you see Ismark look towards Irina and Tatiana, and there is this kind of intense look of confusion and uncertainty of what to do next, looking at the kind of dire straits, looking at Jesper's body. there is definitely a moment of pause where Ismark doesn't really know what to do. And so he doesn't do anything. Not sure whether he should run to rescue his sister or whether he should allow her to do as she wishes. You do begin to hear the flapping of wings in the distance. You begin to hear a kind of coming towards you. The scarecrows make their final move, now moving actually into the area where Irina, Rose, and the Maya are all kind of stood. They begin filtering through this ruined manor house. It takes their whole turn to move, but they are now beginning to kind of try and surround you once again. 4 more of these scarecrow-like creatures begin filtering through, emerging into the gardens, these, sewn sack-like features above them. And then finally, in the very, very distance, you just hear this as you can see this walking giant hut slowly making its way through the swamp towards the group of you. And that brings us all the way back to Rose Vanandi. After Rose, it is Rhiannon Maya. You are up next after this, Maya. So, Rose, what would you like to do?
I don't know what I can do in this situation.
You are currently clutching the sun sword. You would pick that up off the Jesper's body. You and Dog's body are on one side of this 40-foot radius blackness that kind of just dominates the ground. Lysaga is literally hovering above you guys. Like, this area that you're in is like this old garden of this manor house. There's not really much cover. There's like ruined trees and shrubs and trellises, but you're kind of stood in this big open manor's garden, looking around you.
I guess I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
At 2nd level as my action.
Sure. That sounds like a smart thing to do.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hit points back. Woo!
You
big
feel
numbers.
this kind of like surge of energy return to you. But yeah, the situation definitely seems to hang for the moment on whatever Irina and Lysaga are about to do.
I will just look at Irina, I guess, and say, you can't do this. I don't know what else I've got.
Sure. Okay. The Maya.
Maya will stay close to Rose since she now has the sun sword. The sun sword is currently the Maya's top priority.
Okay.
And then the Maya will take shots at the scarecrows nearest to Rose.
Sure, yeah, there are 2 which are kind of coming round the corner towards Rose and Dog's body.
Nice. So I shall do that. Let's gizzity go.
Okay.
Woo!
That would be a natural 20.
Oh,
Nice. So that's 25.
The arrow kind of
hit that one.
launches out.
D6 plus 2. 3.
1.
So don't
The
forget,
dice
it's crit
giveth,
roll.
they
It's
taketh
maximum
away.
on the dice.
Nice. So that'll be 6. Is that 8? So 9, 10, 11 damage total?
11 damage
That one?
total. Any other bonuses? And is this is any of this magical damage, or is this all just normal bow damage?
This is all just normal bow damage for the time being, just to save some spell slots and stuff.
Okay.
And I can attack twice, so I'll do it again.
Okay, so the first arrow thuds into this scarecrow. You see impact, but similar to Rose's arrows when she struck these things before, they don't seem to be as affected by these non-magical weapons.
Cool beans. And the second one is
Second
at
one.
18, 23 to hit.
That also hits, yeah.
Nice.
good rolls from Ree.
Yeah, 6, 8 damage
Cannot
on the
be.
second one.
8 damage. So, and again, that second arrow thuds in, but you see it kind of it does hit an impact, but the scarecrow doesn't slow down. It just seems to kind of absorb the impact and keep coming. in a desperate run. Anything else, Maya? So you kind of move up next to Rose, skirting the edge of this kind of 40-foot radius sphere in the middle. You kind of have to use all your movement to get round the side of it, and you end just a short distance away from Rose and Dog's body on the other side of this looming black pit. You can see Rose is pretty injured. I think Dog's body's pretty injured as well, right, Kim? Like, Dog's body's pretty, he's got all these like claw marks down his back where he's been running away from these scarecrows trying to protect Ismark and the others. And yeah, you see just Rose call out to Tatiana, Irina, you can't do this, is what it appears to look like. Baba Lysaga will. You see, I'd say that Rose, you would be able to pick up on this pretty easily, and maybe Tom, Maya, would be able to read this in her expression. There is a genuine fear that Irina will harm herself. And you can see her eyes kind of nervously and chaotically flick between the blade at Irina's throat and everything else. She is going to... Okay, so you watch as she kind of twists her head, just like, yes, you are. You are desperate, aren't you, girl? And then she kind of just brings her hands up almost in surrender. But at the last second, Rose, you notice there is an ever so slight movement to her fingers. And you see Irina, her eyes begin to flicker as if she's almost falling asleep. And she is. I will now roll to see if Irina falls asleep. 8, 16, 19, 23. 42, 44. And then Irina's hit points are... So you watch as this kind of ever so faint shimmer of magic seems to kind of almost fall like dust from above the large skeleton thing. Irina doesn't notice it, and as she's kind of there, you see her eyes, she begins to blink, and her hand seems to start drooping at her side, and then her body just slumps forward unconscious. And Lysaga is just like, and the skull floats down to the ground, and that's where she ends her turn. The skull is now over Irina's body, and it looks like Lysaga is focused on Irina. Dog's body.
Flip. Can I get to Irina's body?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're within range to rush up and move towards her. Yeah, for sure.
Oh dear, oh dear. What a pickle. What an incredible pickle. But then there's also 2 scarecrows about to attack Rose as well, right?
You and Rose, yeah. They're still another turn. Like they'll spend their turn reaching you guys. But yeah, they're gonna come in and attack.
If Rose was to move, is she within their opportunity of attack sphere?
No, not yet. They still have to move up to you guys. So imagine that they're on the very outskirts of this garden, but they'll be able to move and attack their next turn. But right now, she's currently free. You see Irina just kind of slam into the ground, and then this witch, this skull chariot lowers through the air, and you can see Baba Lysaga, this maniacal black-haired woman, desperate to collect the body.
Rose, you need to go now. Take the sacrifice that Tatiana's given you and go. And then I don't know, can I push Rose behind me and just so that I'm between anything that comes between I
mean, you can move in front of her. Yeah, you can move in front of her. It's not so much push, but more sort of like you just step in front of her and put yourself between Rose and these scarecrows and Baba Lysaga for sure.
Don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna grab Rose and start pulling her with me, and I'm gonna start moving away.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So unless Rose is resisting, which is up to Rose.
I think at this moment, having just had to kill zombie Jesper, Rose is probably not resisting anything that Dog's body.
Yeah,
if he's pulling her away, she's not. Sure. She's going.
So you can move at half speed. So with Rose, carrying Rose, you can move half speed, Dog's body.
Okay,
so what's
that's 20 foot for me.
20 foot. So you can, if you dash as well, you can go 40 feet this turn.
Okay, 40 feet. And then can I be? Yeah, I'll shout the same at Ismark as well. Ismark, you need to leave. Like, she's given us this opportunity. We have to go. And the Maya as well.
I won't leave her. Like, Ismark doesn't look like he's going to be leaving Irina. No way.
Then you'll die.
Irina is
You'll die, and then you'll be no use.
You're calling out to him, but you're not sure if any of that's going to get through to Ismark at this point. Tom Maya.
Within 120 feet of me, how many skeletons would I be able to hit in a 30-foot area? Not skeletons, scarecrows.
So, but you can do like a 30-foot sphere? What's the exact description of what you're trying to do?
It's a 30-foot wide, 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall area, any orientation within 120 feet.
You can catch two of the scarecrows. You can catch two of the scarecrows, like two scarecrows, like in one, or Baba Lysaga and one scarecrow.
Ooh. I guess the two are the ones that are closest to Rose and, by extension, the Sun Sword, right?
Yes, there are two that are moving towards her.
In that case, I'm going to cast Acid Surge at those two. And that they need to make a dexterity saving throw of 14.
First one fails. Second one fails.
Perfect.
I think this is a custom spell I made for Kaliana and forgot to remove from my homebrew creations, which is pretty cool.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's a reskin of Tidal Wave, and I made it acid damage. But you're more than welcome to use it.
I've got it now. I just did 21 damage, and they are both knocked prone.
Okay, 21 damage to these scarecrows, and it's acid damage. They're not actually vulnerable to acid, but I think the acid they probably should be. Yeah, you watch as this acid wave just this conjured kind of the swamp water that this village is kind of surrounded in, because moving through this whole place, it's just a swamp. It just surges up like a wave, and it takes on this kind of dark brackish black color, and as it kind of sprays over these two scarecrows, you watch as their wooden opponents and straw begin to melt and burn. I'm going to give them vulnerability to this because I think it makes sense. If they're vulnerable to fire, vulnerable to acid also makes sense. And you just watch as the two of them melt into nothing. They they become like a sludge.
I just wanted to slow them down. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to try and run basically with Dog's Body and Rose. And
okay, you won't be able to get as far as those guys. This map isn't exactly like perfect for spacing. Right now we have Dog's Body and Rose are the furthest away. The two Mayas are next. Irina is next to Baba Lysaga, and then Ismark is actually sort of a little bit closer. He's closer where Dog's Body and Rose is. Anything else, the Maya, on your turn?
I can bonus action my Grasping Vine, but don't know if I should. So won't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, I will make a persuasion check for me, Dog's Body, based on what you were saying to Ismark last time.
Persuasion. Got a +1 on that. I made a 13.
13. You can see whatever you're saying, it's lost in seeing his sister, this beloved sister that he has done so much for, at the mercy of this witch. And Ismark just runs at Baba Lysaga in a true kind of fashion. The flail spinning in one hand, the axe in the other one, and he's just, get away from my sister! And he will charge towards her, make his 3 attacks. No! The first one is going to be a 21, which I believe is a hit. I have to jump between a few different stats here.
Oh dear.
God damn it. I'm going to have to play this entire game again to get this achievement. God damn it.
Yeah.
Second attack is also a hit.
Oh, no.
And then his third attack is also a hit. All 3 of his attacks hit.
I take it back.
Does not.
He's about to kill her.
So,
Imagine he
7
does
points
so.
of damage. 8 points of damage, 15, 21, 24 points of damage to Baba Lysaga. As he runs in, the flail spinning, the hand axe, whack, whack, like a real warrior, kind of just charging in with this expert skill. He ducks under and places himself over Irina's body, kind of legs aside either side, just spinning his weapons to form like a defensive barrier of steel. And Baba Lysaga is like smacked a couple of times by the silver flail, and she just hisses like, ah, fool! I shall boil you. I shall watch your blood drain from your flesh. That is Ismark's full turn. And you see him with like the kind of leather mask from his burns, one of his arms all wrapped up in leather, just kind of standing defiantly. In the distance, Rose and Dog's Body, you see approaching, flying across the river towards you guys. You see these dark shapes beginning to fly, wings flapping overhead, as the 2 of the were-ravens from the Wizards of Wines, Davian and Stefania, both, you see them not in like human forms, but in this hybrid, these kind of giant raven-like heads with these long beaks, these long kind of feathered wings, and then these muscular arms and legs just kind of swooping in, both armed with spear and sword, as they are going to fly in. They're not, unfortunately, their whole turn is only going to be to basically fly and get next to Rose and Dog's Body, basically. Meanwhile, Maya, Rhiannon Maya, you see 2 of these were-ravens, 2 of the other adults from the Wizards of Wines, also flying in, but they're a little bit further away. They're not going to be able to get as close, but you can see them beginning to approach from the other side, kind of swooping in. Obviously, because they got their children to safety. You got their children to safety, and now they feel that they can go on the offensive. However, scarecrows, Tom Meyer, Ismark, and then Dog's Body and Rose. Dog's Body, they're going to focus on you, really, because you're currently like pulling Rose away. 2 of them basically run all of the 4 of you down, and they're gonna make attacks against you. So Tom Meyer, 2 claw attacks against you. First one is a 5 to hit. Second one is a 3 to hit.
No way.
You just kind of sway and move this writhing mass of fungi and insects, just kind of pulling you out of the way of the blows as this scarecrow tries to rain them down upon you.
Through, and then it just regrows instantly.
Yeah. 1 attacks Ismark. Both attacks hit Ismark. Bum, 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 bum. I believe Ismark had taken a little bit of damage as well. First one is 7 points of damage to Ismark from that one. 7 points of damage to Ismark from the second attack. So you watch as Ismark, like while he's swinging and fighting off Baba Lysaga, this other scarecrow comes at him from the side. He doesn't see it and just covers him with these scrapes and claw marks, forcing him back onto the defensive. Dog's Body, 2 of these scarecrows, making 2 attacks each, all directed on you. That is going to be an 18 for the first one.
Hits.
And a 20 on the second attack from the first scarecrow. Are you in hybrid form, yeah?
I do have resistance, yeah, so I do have resistance.
Oof, that's like the highest damage. So that would be 9, half to 4 points from the first attack. Second attack. is 4 points of damage, half to 2 from the second attack. And then the second scarecrow. Yep, that's another hit. That's a 19. But the second attack misses, so only the first attack from the second scarecrow hits. And that's another 9, half to 4 points more of damage. So this flurry of attacks just... Are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have just activated bloodlust.
Bloodlust, so you're under half, right?
Some saving throws.
The one that came into me, can he make a con save as well for my Halo of Spores?
Oh, yes, he can. He fails.
Awesome. I do 2d6 of damage, which is 7.
Kind of damage, Tom.
That's a reaction to do that. Necrotic.
That's fine, yeah. You watch as like the insects and bugs and mushrooms kind of eat away at the scarecrow's form, kind of beginning to chip it away, and it doesn't react to the pain, but it is bothered by this swarm of spores and insects all around you, trying to fend them off. You hear the sound of the giant hut coming ever closer. Rose Venandi. I'm sorry, Chris Trott. You're gonna have to wait.
I'm playing my own game back here. It's fine.
Okay.
Fighting tech fires.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I think seeing the ravens coming in and the fact that Ismark is refusing to go,
Sure.
Rose is gonna take a couple of shots at Baba the Shitface.
Yep.
Please.
Go for it.
Just to try
I'm
and
close.
help Ismark. Can I Slayer's Prey her,
You can.
please? 19 plus 9 to hit.
That hits very much.
And second attack is 11 plus 9, so 20 to hit.
Yep, both hit.
Yep. Okay,
Two
first
arrows
one.
kind of strike in. She brings up her forearm, and the arrows just kind of rip through.
First one is 6 damage. Second one is also 6 damage. And Slayer's Prey is 5 damage.
5 points of damage. Yeah, you just watch as she kind of brings up her arm. The two arrows, like one thuds through her palm and the other goes through her like fleshy forearm, and they just stop, and she's just like and she just like snaps them up. But you can see that she definitely is in pain from these attacks. There's no resistance there. Like they do strike her as if she was a mortal enemy.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's all I can do. If I move, I'll get attacked. So I'll stand my ground for now.
Okay. Maya, Rhiannon Maya. My Rhiannon.
Oh, yeah.
My Rhiannon.
I'll move up following Dog's Body and Rose, keeping close to those two.
Okay.
And then I will fire back at
Yeah,
the
there's
scarecrows again.
at this point, yeah. Well, if you move up next to Rose and Dog's Body, you'll be in melee range of these two scarecrows. So you can hang back a little bit and stay at ranged, or you can move up to engage them in melee.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, I'll engage them first then. I'll shoot the scarecrows first.
Okay, yeah, you can always shoot and then move up next. So
Yeah. So
Okay.
I want to use my gathered swarm ability on one of them, probably the one closest to Rose.
okay.
So I get the extra d6 of piercing damage if this hits. 11 plus 5, 16.
That hits. Yep.
Nice. 2d6 plus 2. Oh man. So 7 damage for that one. And then I'll shoot again. Just with the 1d6 this time.
3 points of damage.
9. Probably not going to hit a 9, is it?
9 does not hit. I thought 9 was damaged there for a second.
No. It's 7 damage for the first one.
Okay, perfect. So half that to 3. Fantastic. So the first arrow kind of thuds in, all these insects surge after it, and you can see that these ones are being worn down as they desperately try and, follow up on their attacks. Anything else, Rian?
Do I move up now? Yeah, I'll move up now.
Okay.
So, I'm next
so you move
Rose
up
and
next to them,
Dogsbody.
just present more bodies. Just keep in mind you have disadvantage on any ranged attacks as long as you have an enemy within 5 feet of you.
My crossbow feat.
Do you have a feat that prevents that? Oh,
crossbow
there you
expert,
go.
so I don't have disadvantage being within
There
5
you
feet
go.
of a
Perfect.
creature.
All right. In that case, yeah, you move up and you are now engaging as well. Fantastic. Baba Lysaga. What would she do on her turn? She's very annoyed. She's very, 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 very annoyed at all of you.
Yep.
Ismark especially. She doesn't like Ismark right now. She can't cast that. That's been done.
Oh, good.
Can't use that spell. She can cast this spell though.
Here we go.
But she is going to position herself so that as Dogsbody, the Maya, and Rose are all running away, she kind of positions herself so that Ismark is directly in front of her. Oh, actually, no, because he's standing over Irina's body. She doesn't want to harm. She doesn't want to harm Irina's body. But the three of you, Maya, Rose, and Dogsbody, are all clustered together, and she's going to. A little orange bead appears over her finger.
Here we go.
She snarls at Ismark. I will deal with you later. And then she chucks this over to try and get the ones who are running away. I need all three of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
No, screw it, let's just kill her.
Oh,
Why are we running?
16,
I mean, you could do.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
24. Rolled 17. Have a really high dex.
All right, so Rose and Dogsbody, you're going to take half damage. Maya, you are taking the full amount of damage, but it is fire damage, which you are resistant to. So you take half damage.
True.
So, and that was a terrible, terrible roll on my first set of dice. So
Good.
5, 6, 7.
This dog doesn't want to fry.
Oh, God,
You
that's
need 10
awful.
for me. You only need 10.
15.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have that much health left, so could
Yeah.
still do it.
24, half to 12 points of fire damage. So you will take 12.
I'll see you later. I'm going
She's
for a
out.
nap.
So Maya falls unconscious.
I'm up, but not by much.
So you watch as this kind of orange bead explodes around. You see Maya 1 drop down. Tom Maya, you just feel this surging, burning pain all over your body. It kind of just engulfs the other Maya. Dogsbody and Rose. Dogsbody, you both managed to kind of dive behind like this kind of like stone fountain in the gardens, and it absorbs enough of the flames that the two of you are left smoking and smoldering, but still conscious. As she does that, then she will. That's her action. She doesn't really want to risk too much, so she will duck inside her cauldron, which gives her cover, and then she will hover up in the air, basically. Ismark will get an opportunity attack, but with the cover, it just smashes against the skull chariot, and then she kind of rises up into the air like Bowser in Super Mario World, and looms over all of you once again. Dogsbody.
Nice.
What does this fireball do to the scarecrows that were attacking us?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot to make a saving throw for those guys. That's a failure.
This
That's
is
a failure. They're dying. Yep, both scarecrows dead.
Oh shit!
Little silver
I need to make a
linings.
Tiny silver linings. I need to make a wisdom saving throw because this could go real bad for Rose. Luckily, I've got advantage. What the hell is the DC? The DC is
DC's
8. I rolled 14 as my lowest, so we're all
You're
right
fine.
for now. We're all right for now. Bloody hell, why does everyone want to die? Rose, go!
We can't
And
leave
then-
them.
It's time to fight.
We're gonna die!
What are you
The
doing?
Remire is unconscious next to me.
Unconscious. Yep.
Can I... oh, fuck me. Pick them up.
Tom Meyer, you're after.
I've got a
Irene, by the way.
medical-
He's unconscious. So.
Yeah, I've got a medicine kit. Healer's kit. Do you know what? I'm gonna. I don't. Okay.
What are you
I
doing?
don't know what to do. There's too much
Right.
going on. So Lysaga is up in the air. Ismark is standing over Irina. Can
Over
I
Irina's
fuck it?
body.
Go back, pick up Irina, and start like just. She's probably gonna kill me.
You won't
but
be able
let's
to
go.
get back because you moved all of your movement carrying Rose. You can get to Irina
Okay.
and maybe pick her up, and then that's going to be pretty much You're then gonna. That's going to be your turn.
This is probably gonna be death for me, but Rose, listen to me. Go. You need to go now. And then I'm gonna go back and get to Irina and try and assist
Okay.
Ismark and just.
Ismark. All right.
thing.
Okay. You get up. You scoop up Irina's body. Tom Meyer.
It's like Rose is running in one direction and Dog's body is like, get out of here. It's like, what? I am.
I have a
I'm
question.
going to-
Also, what am I
Oh.
going to do on my own? Party of one with a sun sword.
good news.
Woo!
In doing that little run action, I just completed my move goal. I'm going to cast Darkness. I'm going to cast Darkness on Lysaga's Cauldron
Okay. Well, up in the air.
on her.
Yeah, she's floating about 20 feet up in the air at the moment.
That's cool.
So you see this
but
like
yeah, on her
globe of
cauldron,
darkness.
So it will move with her.
Oh, does it? Interesting.
Yeah. If I cast it on an object that isn't being worn or carried, which, I mean, she's inside it, but, I mean, she's not wearing it, then it moves with it.
Okay.
Checkmate.
Sure. I'll give that to you for now, because I don't know the rules on how does things like darkness affect vehicles, because D&D. But yeah, sure. Like, so you kind of
Do you wear a car, Mark?
inky blackness. No, but the intention of the rules is that you can't put it on somebody's sword. So it's the same kind of principle, is that you can't put it on something that somebody is in control of. But I'm going to say for now it works. The inky blackness sticks to the kind of outside of the skull and projects this large sphere around the cauldron. Keep in mind, none of you can now see Lysaga either. So it's you can't see her, she can't see you. As long as she can't
Yeah, but
see
I
through
mean-
darkness.
She's a moving ball of darkness. I think we know pretty much where she is, but not exactly
You
where
have
inside that
advantage,
door.
disadvantage on all attacks against her is what I mean. And she has disadvantage on attacks against you.
Yeah, and the grasping vine that I cast somewhere near the edge of this mass around what was Jesper, is that 30 feet away from any of the guys? I could pull them towards us? I can't remember exactly where it was in the theater of mind.
I mean, you're on sort of like one side of this circle. Other Maya is on kind of like the southern side of it. Rose, Dog's body were on the other, like on the right hand side of it, coming down alongside other Maya. You could either pull. You could try and pull either Ismark or Dog's body. They're the only two people that you can really try and grab and pull towards you.
And I guess grabbing Dog's body means dropping Irina as well, right?
Maybe. You don't know.
Sure, I'll just pull Ismark. Wait,
Do they get a
normally-
saving throw if they're unwilling?
Concentration. I lose grasping vine. Carry on.
Okay, there you go. So darkness concentration expends out the grasping vine. So the grasping vine withers away, and we are left with that.
My bad.
Ismark, seeing this moment of darkness, will look at Dog's body, and just say, "Go, take her, get out of here!" And he's gonna hold his action to run when Dog's Body runs, because he can't fight Baba Lysaga up in the air. He can't do anything, so he's gonna basically run when Dog's Body runs. The were ravens float in. The two that were next to Rose, they land on either side of you now, fully kind of like catching up. And they will look down, and you hear Adrian kind of speak in this squawking voice, just like, "Rose, grab on!" And he like offers like one of his arms, like he's like willing to like basically pick you up and carry you.
Nice.
Okay, sure.
And then he looks over, "Stefania, grab that one!" And she points, and they point at the Maya, and Stefania, this kind of female were-raven, will scoop up Maya's other body, and they will basically try and carry you guys and lift you up into the air and fly away with you.
Neat.
Scarecrows are all dead. All of the scarecrows are dead from the acid wave, the fireball, and then being hit. You now see on the very outskirts of this manor this walking chicken-legged hut that begins emerging. And this time it is now actually within range. Dog's Body, you see it scoops up a giant rock with one of its giant bird legs feet, and it will rear it back, and it... in fact, it won't go for It sees the ravens,
he's
and
holding
Irina
as well.
But also that it sees the ravens, the were-ravens. There's two more coming from the north, and it hates the were-ravens. So it's going to target one of the were-ravens. That is a hit. 10.
Who throws a rock?
20.
A house?
Throws a shoe.
Yeah.
A chicken house, Tom.
I mean, you've had
You
a battle
see
with
one of
Renee
these other
before, it's
were-ravens,
not out of
they
question.
brace for the blow, and they do get knocked off, and you can see like kind of blood kind of spurts out their mouth, but they right themselves, and they are still flying. But the hut is within now rock throwing range. Rose Vanandi.
Can I?
What? What are you laughing at, Tom?
Only in this damn show would you hear that. The house is within rock throwing range.
Throwing rocks at me!
Stupid game. What the hell?
You've played Final Fantasy VII. You've seen the Death House or whatever it's called. It's basically that.
Yeah.
Right, Rose.
Can I
you all
shout and cast Cure Wounds on the unconscious Mire?
Sure, yeah. I'd say that they'll keep you within range to be able to do that, Stefania and Adrian.
Okay. Bring back half of the Mire.
Sure.
6. Oh, I rolled quite well. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hit points.
15 hit
That's
points
the best
back,
I think
Maya.
I've ever rolled on Cure Wounds.
That's a
Thank
big
you,
heal.
Rose. Yeah, it's huge.
Tell me
Heal.
how to do that.
And well timed,
Can
unless
I-
there's anything else. Yep.
I just want to say to them, you have to get Dog's Body and Irina. Get Dog's Body.
Adrian just calls down like, my brother and sister will try, but we must get you out of here. You carry the sword. And they're like pulling you away, basically. Maya. Rhiannon Maya, this is.
How is other Maya like in range of me?
Other Maya is about 50 feet away from you. And you are about 10 feet off the ground being held by a giant crow woman. A raven woman, sorry.
You can communicate
I want to help.
telepathically.
You can communicate telepathically.
There's not even
I want to
communication.
get
You share
other-
the same thoughts.
I want to get other Maya out as well. I want to help other Maya.
Well, what are you doing? It's Baba Lysaga, then Dog's Body. So, Dog's Body, you're going to be up in a minute.
Okay. Oh my god. I don't know what to do.
It's okay. Thoughts
isn't
and
it?
prayers for us mean a whole lot more.
I can cast. She's already got darkness, so she's got that. I think. Oh my god! I don't. I think I'll just. I'll forego my turn. I'll let myself get whipped up away.
Okay, so you're just going to basically do nothing.
I don't know what to do.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't know what to do, then you can just be like, I don't know what to do, and then that's your turn.
Yeah.
Sure. You can just take some shots. You've got your crossbow. If you just want to shoot at something, you can shoot at Baba Lysaga. She's surrounded by darkness, but you can still shoot in the darkness.
True. I've got dark vision.
Dark vision doesn't help with magical darkness.
Already being attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk getting the ravens attacked, so.
Okay.
They already are being
I think
attacked. They had
I'll
a rock thrown at them by a house.
True.
No,
Yeah. I'll just say, go, get fly as fast as you can. Go.
Okay, sure. Baba Lysaga on her turn, the chariot, the skull chariot rises up another sort of 10 feet in the air, and then you watch as the sphere of darkness disappears from the chariot. She dispels magic. Just vanishes. And she just looks around, and you can see her teeth are like pulled into this grimace, and her eyes narrow. Give me back my son's bride! And she will she can move she will begin to move the chariot back down towards Dog's body. Like, she is like focused on Dog's body, who's got Irina. Dog's body, it's your go.
I'm so dead. I'm so very dead. Is she within range of me at all?
What's that? Melee
range of me? Yeah.
She's probably, she would have kept above, so she's like 20 feet up in the air directly above you.
Okay. Well, first of all, this dog needs to make a brain save.
Mm-hmm. Please roll 2 1s.
Ooh, that is so good that I have advantage, because one of them was a 5. The other one's a 13, though.
13's fine.
So, God bless those were-ravens. I am going to desperately shake Tatiana. Please wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up.
Yeah, you can spend your action to wake her up if you want. You can shake her awake as an action.
I'm going to spend my action waking her up. By furiously kind of begging, please wake up, please wake up, please wake up, please wake up.
Lysaga, and she's kind of like, she comes to, just like, what?
And then, movement. Oh no, I'm gonna stand here, aren't I? I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna die for this lady.
You have 30 feet of movement, or you can set her on the ground
30
and then.
feet of movement. I'm gonna set her on the ground.
It'd be 15 if you're carrying Irina. All right, yeah, you set her on the ground.
And I'm gonna carry Irina. I'm gonna put her down, but then start to pull her away, as far as I can from Lysaga.
Yeah, so you can move 20 feet. Yeah, you should get about 20 feet away from.
But can I go in a direction away from Rose and Remire? So I guess
you can kind of start heading off towards
west.
Towards the west, basically, because you have the giant walking house to the north. Rose and the were-ravens are behind you, so you can either go east or west is the 2 options you can go. West would definitely be the furthest away from the were-ravens. So you start pulling
west. It is
right.
Peaceful there. Go west.
Irina's go.
It was nice knowing you.
I think Irina's pretty capped out on spell slots and stuff as well. Where's that character sheet? Here it is. Oh no, she's still got some spell slots. But she can't do too much. Dog's body, you're really hurt, right? She will healing word Dog's body.
Oh, real bad. I'm pretty bleedy and gross,
8 hit points.
On fire a little
8 hit points for Dog's body.
Oh, thanks.
As she kind of lets out she sings this kind of beautiful, crisp note, and you feel your kind of wounds beginning to, the pain lessens. You feel your energy return. That's her bonus action. as her action, she will basically get out of your arms, so you no longer need to carry her, and then use like make sure she stays with you, like with her movement. Basically, she's just like, no, Dog's Buddy, you have to. If she takes me, it buys you the rest of your time. She has to take me back to Strahd. Now that her spell has not worked, she may take me again. You need to get the others and leave. Don't risk yourself for me. The Maya,
She's
Tom
pretty
Maya.
pissed off with us, and I'm pretty scared.
It's okay, I can do this all day, Baba Lysaga. I'll cast darkness again on her cauldron.
Okay. Yeah, you cast darkness on her cauldron. Yep.
If she's going to use full actions counterspelling it, then I want to run with Dog's Body and Arena.
So you get next to those guys. You're kind of already on that side, so they kind of run into you, and then you're kind of all grouped up together now, the three of you. All right, perfect. Leaving just good old Izzy Ismark. Seeing his sister flee, he will follow. He's not going to try and fight Baba Lysaga if he doesn't have to. So he will join Tom Meyer, Dog's Body, and Irina's group that are running off to the west, leaving Rose and Remire with the Were-Ravens to the south. The Were-Ravens go. Two of the Were-Ravens swoop down. They will pick up probably Ismark and Irina. They will grab the two of them. Irina is like, no! And then the Were-Ravens just grab her and pick her up off the ground, and they begin to basically fly away as well. Rose and Remire, they will just fly you guys. They have to move at half speed, but they start flying you south to try and get over the river, to try and get some distance between you. The hut, however, follows behind its master, and sensing that these Were-Ravens are still thingy, the one that is currently carrying Irina, it will try and throw a boulder at, and it is a natural 20.
Oh, God.
Oh.
24, 32, 36, 40, 47 points of damage. Halved is 23.
Yeah.
You watch as this Were-Raven, this is, who would this be? This would be one of the brothers. Bring up their names now.
No, don't sing that, Tom. That's my trigger. It makes me cry. It makes me cry so much.
This is Elvir. Adrian's brother. And you watch as the rock, he pulls Irina in to protect Irina. The rock snaps his head around and breaks his neck, and he plummets out the sky.
Jesus.
Irina will take a little bit of fall damage as she plummets out. Irina falls unconscious. As she hits the ground, you just see Irina like, oof, and falls unconscious.
Oh, fuck off!
Baba Lysaga shrieks. You hear Baba Lysaga shriek out, "Stop! Stop!" to the hut, and it just freezes in place as it does so. Rose.
Cool.
I can't
But
do
did
anything.
she see
I'm
the
very
hut?
far away, flying in the air.
I mean, I'd say that like long range, you're still in long range for your bow.
How far away am I?
At this point, you're like, I mean, I've been kind of being very vague with this distance on the camera. I'd say you're about 240 feet away from like
Okay,
Baba
so I'd have
Lysaga in the house.
disadvantage on.
You'd have disadvantage on
She's
any
in
shots.
darkness
Yeah.
anyway, so I would have had disadvantage anyway. So I'll take a couple of shots at the
That's
Baba
true. She
Lysaga.
is in darkness.
Um,
She doesn't yell stop because she
So-
doesn't know that Irina is dead, or like unconscious, not dead.
You're welcome.
16 to hit.
16
Lysaga?
with a disadvantage against Baba Lysaga. Even with disadvantage, that still hits. So you kind of you take a deep breath and you just look at the darkness and try to imagine where she will be, and just very zen-like, the arrow loosens and seems to strike something.
So 8 damage on that. Second
Yeah,
attack. 10 is my lowest, plus 9, so 19 to hit.
19 still hits.
I only rolled a 1 on that though, so for 5 damage from the bow, and then Slayer's Prey is 4.
4 points. 4 more points. You do hear a shriek coming from inside the darkness as your arrows connect with something. Anything else, Rose, on your turn?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I can do anything else. Just
Okay. Maya,
I can't
and then
get to
Baba Lysaga,
anyone.
then Dog's Body. Maya.
I will join Rose. I will join Rose on that arrow good time.
Sure. So disadvantage on each attack.
Let's do it. I'm gonna do hopefully try and do favored foe and gathered swarm as well. Do some stacking. Okie dokie.
Disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
Oh no,
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. Oh.
Unnatural 20.
Aww.
Still gonna hit though.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1d6 plus favored foe plus gathered swarm, so that's 3d6. Plus
Okay.
2. Oh come on!
9
Sure.
more points.
9.
Still damage.
And then I'll do.
So you
And then I'll
just
hit
kind
her
of
again.
bolt surrounded by insects and bees heads in, and then something like
I
the
get
crossbow
one.
jams for a second. You have to clear the bolt out of it as you just hear the snapping of the crossbow strings.
Oh my god, the queen of the
to no
numbers won on dice rolls. I can't. There's
She is. But then she also rolled a
Cursed.
natural 20. Like, it's just swings and roundabouts
Yeah.
with Ree. It's like either
Yeah.
really high or
Yeah.
really low. That's it. No middle
Every
ground.
time there's a 20,
if
there's
she
a 1
rolls a
around the
nat
corner.
20, there's a 1
Yeah.
It's gonna
literally
be a
right
1.
there.
It's a good thing I'm not on the stock market. It'll be like bip 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 bip.
Hotel.
What are the trends? We don't know.
Stonks. Just
Stonks.
while Mark's figuring things out, just checking in with Chris Trott. Chris Trott, how are you doing? How do you think this is going?
Wow, what a great show. I should watch this more often.
I'm sorry. Like we had a whole thing for when
complaining.
your character was going to appear, and we've not got to it
I'm
yet.
fine. I'm having a great
It doesn't
time.
make sense for you to just appear in this fight.
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm
No, I
enjoying
know.
it.
He's actually enjoying it, Mark.
I
Yeah.
feel bad. I feel bad for him. Is what I'm saying.
Well, don't.
So, Baba Lysaga, you see the black sphere doesn't dispel this time. It doesn't disappear. Instead, in a swirl of kind of putrid green and red mist, Baba Lysaga herself appears on the ground. She kind of seems to teleport down to the ground. She looks around and seems to be looking for like where Irina is, where all the targets are, and then she sees Irina and the dead were-raven on the ground, and her face just contorts. She's like, and she uses her movement to basically move over towards as close as she can get. She's not going to get there just yet. It's going to take her another round. And instead, for her action, sensing the rest of you as an interference, she raises her hands up, and from the swamp and the ruins and the garden, you begin to hear this incredible loud buzzing of insects, and 1d4 insect swarms appear.
My
within a
people
space.
are here. Yes.
3
Little
insect
people.
swarms appear about 60 feet ahead of Baba Lysaga, which is just basically puts them around Maya, Tom, Dog's Body, and Ismark, and the ravens in the air. Like these insect swarms just seem to swarm up as creatures. I'm gonna have to add those in as a manual entry. Insect swarm. What's their
Okay.
initiative bonus? It's 1. And that's where they're going.
Wait, nobody else can heal Irina, can they?
Oh, I
Nope.
can.
I don't think that they have any healing spells. Baba Lysaga might. And yeah, you just watch these insects just swarm around. And she says, "Kill the rest. Leave that one." And she points at Irina. Dog's Body.
How far is Bab Lysaga from me?
From you, she's 60 feet. That's why she couldn't get
And
to
how far
Irina.
is the nearest swarmy swarm?
Next to you? It's like these things have appeared in the space because one has appeared next to the raven that's carrying Ismark, one's appeared next to you, and one's appeared next to Tom Meyer.
Okay.
It's like bees and mosquitoes and these thick kind of
I hate them.
stinging
They get stuck in my
beetles.
fur. They get stuck in my fur, and I don't like them. I'm gonna turn to Ismark and Tom Myra and be like, "Get Irina out of here." And can I attack the nearest swarm with my
Yep,
blood spear?
Sure can.
So that is 17 plus 8 to hit, so lots.
Hits.
The fuck is wrong with you, Tom? What have I said now? What have I done now?
It's just every instruction has been literally what we're doing. Run away.
But none of you are
Get
fucking
out.
doing it, are you?
They are doing it. They are trying to run
You may
away.
as well just say, stay alive. Okay.
Well, I can't say that to you because you're technically undead. Fucking get out of here, you twat. You plant twat. I rolled a lot to hit it, so I'm just gonna go straight to
Yeah.
damage, which is a D8. So 4 plus 6, so 10 points of whatever spear damage. I'm using my spear.
Piercing.
It's still got my crimson right on it. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Because I've got my hybrid form, I've got one more, so it's actually 1d8. So it's 7. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10,
7
11.
points.
11 points of spear damage and 2 points of lightning damage.
2 points of lightning
first hit.
damage. Yep. Okay. So the swarm, when you do stab into it, it is a swarm of insects. So even though the spear is magical, the effect, you skewer several of them, but there's just still this burning swarm all around you kind of thing. It is less effective with this type of weapon. But yeah, you stab into it, you kill several of them, but there's still plenty more to kind of swarm and begin moving towards you.
I got one more attack. 15 plus 9, so
Hits.
lots. 6 plus 7, so 13 points of regular damage and 6 points of lightning damage.
So what's that total? 13 plus 6 is 19. So
19.
9 points. Again, this time the lightning crackles down the spear, and you do see it disperses a large section of the swarm. Still several, buzzing clouds of insects around you, but much significantly reduced in size from these two attacks. Anything else,
and
Dog?
that is Murder, She Wrote. That's all I got.
It's time for a death saving throw by Arena. It's a 3. It's a failure. 1 failure.
Oh.
Tom Meyer.
She better start healing. Baba Lysaga better start healing soon. I will do a poison spray on the infestation that's surrounding me.
Okay.
So they have to make a con save. 14.
Okay. Yep.
Whole lot of bugs.
They
Okay.
fail.
2d12.
Poison
That's
damage,
12
yeah?
damage.
Against the insects.
Necromantic. Wait, no. Poison, yeah, you're right. Go on. Say it. You say it.
Do you want to change your mind, or do you want to do the poison damage?
Now you say it. Just say it. Say they're immune.
How much damage? How much damage?
Nah, it's 12 damage, isn't it? How much do they
12
take?
damage. Takes 12 damage. They don't have immunity to poison. It's just fucking with you.
This guy.
They ain't ropes. They ain't
They ain't
ropes.
ropes. They ain't ropes.
I held my
man.
ground.
If it was a
I held
rope
my
swarm,
ground.
you'd be in trouble.
That was the hill I was going to die on, Mark. And I stand aloft on that hill.
Yeah, no, the poison cloud, like several of the insects just drop dead out of the air. But there's still plenty of them. Like they're still swarming around you.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I will stay, I guess, within 60 feet of Baba Lysaga, ready for the next attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ismark flails desperately at these insect swarm in front of him. All 3 attacks hit. 4, 5,
Isn't
9.
Ismark
what?
flapping away with one of the birds?
Yeah, they didn't get that far because they had to swoop down and pick him up, so that he's not actually gotten further away. You've also just completely thrown off my maths there, Kim. 5,
Sorry.
He got 45.
9, 14, 20, 23. Half of 23 is 11. So you watch as he's just like swiping at these bugs, like, get off of me! We have to get to arena, and he's just like swiping around, trying to get them off of him as desperately as he can. The were-ravens go. The were-raven can't really fight back because it's carrying Ismark. The other one is dead. Irina and Rose and Maya, they float you across the river to get you like as far away as possible out of range. And yeah, they're just going to basically keep flying to try and keep the two of you alive at least, while they try and retreat. The hut, afraid to... Oh no, Lysaga did cry out to kill the others and not you. So the one that's holding Ismark, the raven, it will throw a rock, but this time the raven manages to dodge it. The raven manages to kind of like pull itself to the side as this giant rock pulled from the ground, this moss-covered rock is thrown beside them. But the giant hut does move a little bit closer.
Oh God.
Yeah. Although I've lost it. Oh, it's there, that's why. Getting dangerously close now to you guys, about 100 feet or so away. Rose. You're now about 300 feet away.
I can still shoot at that. Couple of shots then, can I?
Disadvantage if you shoot at
Can
Lysaga or her hut.
Can I do it as a hail of thorns at Babala Poop,
Yep.
please?
Yep. There's no other creatures around her, but you can definitely you target the hail of thorns on her.
Yeah, she just takes
What's the range on
damage
it?
from it.
Sure. Is it just on your
Oh shit!
longer
Wait,
range?
no. What is the range on it?
Doesn't Hail of Thorns explode?
Maybe.
Yeah, but she's not near
after this,
anyone.
it's Remaya's go. So it's insects, then Remaya.
No, because it's cast on my. It's cast on myself or my weapon.
Does it say like on the next attack you make?
It's on the next.
then
it's the next time
sure,
you
then
hit
it just
a
uses your
creature,
bow one. Yeah, it just uses your.
Next attack that hits.
Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 to hit.
With disadvantage, yep, that still hits.
Yep. So. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is 11.
Failure. So 2d10. 6, 7, 8. Piercing damage.
8 piercing damage.
Plus.
Yep. This bunch of thorns erupt around her.
I will shoot again. Mm, 18 to hit.
18 hits, even
On
with
that one.
disadvantage. Your dead-eye, sharp-shooting shots, even at this long range, you manage to arc the arrows.
Ooh, full damage. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage on that one. And then my thing.
Slayer's Prey.
That. 6! I rolled full damage on that one too.
Another
Nice.
6 on top of the 12.
Nice.
Yeah, you watch as just this rain of arrows and thorns just kind of surround Lysaga, and you can see now, like, covered in these cuts and welts, she's just screaming this primal, like, just screaming. There's no words. It's just primal rage. Anything else, Rose?
Nope. I'll just continue to fly away. I guess.
Okay. All right, the insects. So this is going to be against Dog's Body, Maya, and the Raven carrying Ismark. Boop. Maya, that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
4 points of piercing damage.
Cool. I'm just going to Hellish Rebuke it.
Okay.
Dex 10 save.
All right. I'll save that attack roll that I already rolled for. It fails.
Great. 3d10 damage. Not as much as I
it's
thought.
dead.
9. Ooh, 9.
It takes extra damage from this kind of eruption of flame around it, and you just watch as you burn as it strikes you and bites into your flesh. The fungi and your body just erupts in this kind of greenish flame that just burns the rest of the insects away. Dog's body, it was an 18 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
For a whopping, that's actually 6 points of piercing damage as it just bites
That'll
and
be
stings.
3.
So it'll be 3 because you are currently in hybrid form. And then against the raven one, they don't seem to be able to get through the raven's feathers and body, just kind of bites, but doesn't seem to cause any actual harm to the creature. Remire.
Can I ask the were-raven to put me down now that we're on the other side of the bank and try and get it to ask it to go back and help the others?
Yeah, you can ask them to do that. They'll have to do that on their turn, but you can definitely basically say, like, that's a free action to just talk to them and stuff.
Okay, cool. So I would like to do that. And then, carry on shooting Lysaga.
What's the range on your hand crossbow? Because a hand crossbow doesn't quite have the same range as a longbow.
It's not 120.
So you are out of range. The crossbow bolt will not... technically, you wouldn't have been in range last turn, but we'll save for this time. It just doesn't have the strength to get across the river.
Okay, then I'll just ask the were-raven to put me down and go help the other ones.
Okay.
Crossbow expert helps?
No, that means that she can take an extra shot.
5 feet.
Yeah, it doesn't increase the range, unfortunately. Okay. You've put me in a difficult positions here. So... yeah, the range on that one. You just see Lysaga kind of looks up. Just like, fine. You can all have your lives for this day, but the girl will still be mine. And she throws her hands up, and you watch as the very ground, the swampy village that you've been in, seems to shimmer and shift and warp. And suddenly you are no longer in a swampy, ruined village. You are instead in a dense forest that seems to just cover a 1-mile area. So you completely lose sight of Irina and Lysaga. They just seem to get completely blocked by just thick, dense trees. The ground, although it's still this kind of swampy mire, almost resembles like that of a wood. Rose, the were-ravens, you guys are still in it, but yeah, like you just completely lose sight of everybody as this forest seems to spring up around all of you.
Shit.
Yep. And then that's her turn. Dog's body.
So can't see Irina at all.
It's like a forest has just sprung up around you, and there's this thick foliage of trees. Like you just can't see her because she
bugs?
fell, and you guys,
Yeah. Are the bugs still around?
Yeah, the bugs are still around you.
Okay.
Maya killed the ones around it,
And the hut, like the hut's still there.
You can hear the hut, but even the hut is like you can probably see maybe parts of it sticking up out of the trees, but.
But Irina was like I was stood over her, right? Because I was carrying her, and because she fell off the raven.
She fell off the raven. The raven scooped her up. You guys were moving, and then they got separated. So you were only about 10 feet away from her, but she's like, and you're completely surrounded by these trees now.
Out of the box thinking, given the ring of protection that I was using and how it made me feel when I was near her, can I perhaps use that to try and find her?
You can certainly try. You'd basically, that would involve you picking, like, saying, I'm going to move in where I think she is, and then probably making a survival check to try and locate her.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to get attacked by these chompy swarm boys.
You will. If you move out of their area, they will get an attack.
I'm gonna do it. It's what Dog's body would do, I think.
Yep.
So
that is going to be a 10.
Yeah.
So the insects just don't even get past your armor. You kind of swat them out the way and then chase it in the right direction. So yeah, give me a perception check.
I do have advantage on perception checks that involve smell and hearing. desperately trying to find
hearing,
it.
yeah, if it's with hearing, I was going to say, if it's just smell, this whole thing smells like a forest as well. Like, there are all these really powerful aromas that are throwing off your scent. But if you use hearing, sure, I'll give you that.
Okay. Cool. So perception, you say. Oh, sorry, was it? Yeah.
Perception.
What?
Yeah, you can use perception. I'd say that's like you can use your hearing to try and detect her, and you're using the ring to try and guide you as well.
I rolled a 16 minus 1. So 15.
I'd say normally
That's my
that
highest.
probably would be a failure because this is like a really thick, magically created forest that sprung up around you. But with the ring as a benefit, it's going to basically be your turn is to move, and then you're using your action to try and like sniff her out and hear her and find her and use the ring. You stumble in, you kind of push through these woods, you lose sight of everybody else, and you then find in like a small kind of pocket of trees, Baba Lysaga hunched over Irina, and she has her gripped. And when she sees you, this would be the end of your turn, or after you've used your action. She looks up at you and says, "One move, and I will not be able to save her."
I'll just hold up
And
my
that's
hands.
the end of your turn.
I'll hold
On
up my
Irina's turn, she has to make another death saving throw. So it could all end right here if I roll a 1. 17. 1 success, 1 failure. The Maya. Tom Maya.
I will, do my best to just stumble through the forest towards where I thought she was. So
Yeah, you're going to have to do the same thing.
my-
So it'd be a perception check, but with disadvantage because you don't have the benefit of the ring.
What about if I am literally the land?
Well, here's the thing, the Maya. As you both Mayas, you would think this at the same time. This is not a natural forest. This isn't actually a wood. This is an illusion, but you can't see through it.
Zombies we can't control. Bugs we can't control. Land we can't control. This is heresy.
Yep.
I will mega perception then. Oh, here we go. Lowest is a 5 so far. Second one's a 5.
You stumble around, you try and go in the direction you think they were, but you get confused and turned around. Yeah, you just stumble through and just can't find anybody.
Yeah, well, I'll use an action to dash as well, but yeah, I mean, whatever.
It's more that you can't find out where anybody is. Like, you're running around, unable to find anyone.
Nice.
Ismark will try and fend off these swarms. I think he's probably going to kill them this round. Let's find out. Yes, he will. With these damage rolls, he will. So you just hear like, and then something is happening somewhere. The were-raven carrying Ismark sounds like there's a struggle, and you might be able to just hear like, "Put me down! I need to find her!" Like, "No, I need to get you out of here!" They seem to be engaging in a fight. They do as you ask, Maya. Stefania will set you down on the ground and then begins trying to fly up and to go in the direction that she last saw everybody. But again, even for you, you're looking around and you're just in this thick, dense wood now as you try and do so. Rose, do you want Adrian to do anything, or do you shout any orders up to him? He's happy to take your orders on this.
I think she'll try and... What can I see from where I am? So I'm in the air at the moment.
Forest.
Is
Thick
just
canopy.
forest everywhere.
And you look around, it's a mile. It's like a mile radius around you. Like nearly the whole village is engulfed by this illusory forest.
Do I think, because that's my favorite terrain, that I would be able to find people within
But that's the thing, it's not your favorite terrain. It's not a real
Well, then
wood. It's not
don't-
following the same rules of magic. Yeah.
I guess she'll just... There's nothing really she can do at the moment if this is an illusion, so...
Okay. Sure. You hear the sounds of biting insects, but they've also don't seem to know where they are, Dog's body, so they don't come chasing after you. Rhiannon, Maya, anything on your turn?
I think I'll just probably say to Rose, we should maybe think about moving. The others may be able to find us, but until they've solved their issue, can't get us now. We can keep moving. Get you safe.
All right. Yeah, the were-raven is kind of like flapping overhead, trying to like look around and things like that. They seem to be as lost as you are, and if the other Maya hears your thoughts, well, it's your thoughts. It's not individual thoughts. It's the same thing. But yeah. Dog's body. So we come down to this. This is pretty much like at the moment, the main reason to keep initiative is because of Baba Lysaga, Dog's body, and Irina. Baba Lysaga is like dragging Irina away, and you see her lay her hands on her, and you do see like the wounds close up, not heal, but she is gonna spare the dying. So you just watch as she is no longer dying, but still unconscious, and she's dragging Irina away. But she has like this long, thick kind of like her hands are like claws, and she has this one long nail poised at Irina's artery, and she's dragging her away. What do you do?
How fucked up does Lysaga look?
I would say, being you're in your beast form, you can probably smell the blood and hear her heartbeat. She is human. Like, this isn't like an undead creature. She's hurt. Like, you don't know if like one blow will take her out, but her heart is beating fast. You can smell blood just like pouring down from like all these wounds. Her breathing is quite heavy, and she's just dragging Irina's body away and trying to use this threat that if you come closer, she's going to kill her. And she does look poised. She does seem to be holding like an action.
Yeah.
You can see almost, actually, I would say that what you see is like green black magic is being held in her hand. Like she's holding a spell. She's holding a spell to cast, but she hasn't cast it yet.
Okay. I forgot to roll for Bloodlust at the beginning of my last turn.
Well, that sounds like a good time to roll for it now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, should I roll twice? Because I didn't roll for it
roll once.
when I was
No,
tracking.
because the last time you weren't in combat, so just roll twice. Just roll once, sorry.
I rolled a 5 and a 13.
You passed, so that makes it worse, because now Kim has to make the decision.
Now Kim has to make the decision. Damn you, dice!
You will not take this from me. My son will be pleased.
I don't know if you'll really kill her then. I missed one ability, one long rest. No, okay.
What'd you do?
How am I gonna do it? I don't know that you're really gonna kill her. I don't know that that's gonna happen.
What'd you do? I need you to make a decision.
I'll spell though. Is Dog's body gonna be the hero that we need?
Eventually.
He's flip-flopped so much during this. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Kim, what are you doing? I need you to decide right now.
Okay.
Roll the dice for it if
Dog's
you're unsure.
Dog's body believed that her sacrifice was the good thing to have everyone go alive. And there is a spell being held up to her neck. So no, he's gonna back down. Because he thinks that spell's gonna go off. And I feel like Dog's body, in his years of living in the swamps, of living in the woods, and living in Barovia, trying to survive, he would have heard of just how powerful Lysaga is.
Okay.
I think the thing that worries me is the spell going off and killing Tatiana. I think that worries me.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of want to do it. No, I'm doing it. Fuck it. I'm going in. I'm calling the bluff.
Right,
I'm calling the bluff and I'm going in.
So you charge to attack?
Bye, lads. Yep.
All right. The held action was to cast the spell on you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
There we go.
She was never going to kill Tatiana, but instead it was like as soon as you lurch forward, she throws the spell in front of her, and these black tendrils.
I rolled a 19 plus 4.
Okay, it's half damage.
23.
Half damage.
Is it necrotic?
15. It is necrotic, which I believe you're resistant to, right?
Yep. Because I'm an ace
All right,
tomorrow.
so you half then half again. 45, halved to 22, halved to 11 necrotic damage.
I'm still standing.
All right,
God damn.
you kind of almost walk through as these black tendrils are just impaling your body, spread through your body, but you walk through it like just fur and flesh just melting and burning away, and you can see in a panic Lysaga is no, and you bring the axe up. Make your 2 attacks, dude.
It's gonna be with the blood spear.
Yep.
11 plus 9
Hits.
is okay. I rolled a 7 plus 4, so 11 points of spear damage and 2 points of lightning damage.
2 points of lightning. Second attack.
I rolled a 10 plus 9 is 19.
Hits.
I rolled
Hits.
8, so 8 plus 7 is 15 points of damage, and I rolled 5 points of lightning damage.
So you watch wading through, and it's painful, Dog's body. Like there are you're not even sure some of your muscles are going to work ever properly again. Like the damage the fibers are taking as you kind of force yourself through this spell. And then the first blow just cuts her down this face, and as it does, like the blood pours out, and the kind of beautiful visage is momentarily ruined and begins to almost wither and age before your eyes. And then she's just like, "No, Strahd, my son!" And then you bring the axe up and just straight into the head, and just embeds down, and you just see her eyes just turn black. The body goes slump. The whole forest illusion vanishes, and all of you find yourselves looking into this ruined garden where there is a statue of Strahd, a broken statue of Strahd in the middle, and beneath it you see Dog's body axe into Baba Lysaga's head, pull it free, and then Dog's body probably fall to like a knee, super injured, and Baba Lysaga is destroyed. I do have some bad news. The hut seems to still keep moving.
Yeah.
Dr. Harris, MD.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that was a cool as shit.
But we can see that now.
You can see the house. You can see it was stopped for a moment, and then as soon as the body of Baba Lysaga hits the ground, it just begins churning up the ground like it's in some sort of rage or rampage. Its big leg kicks a building to the side, sending straw and stone flying. You know, it can't make noises, but it seems to be greatly agitated. Tom Meyer.
Now that I can see the hut, I would like to cast Entangle, I guess, on the area that it's going to be running into. I know it's a strength save, but it also turns it into difficult terrain, so it will slow it down a bit.
Are you going to cast it like ahead, so as it runs towards them, it gets caught, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no point even attempting a strength save on this thing, but yeah, difficult terrain the area.
All right, sure. Sounds good.
And that's pretty much me.
The were-ravens, all 4 of the 3 remaining were-ravens. The hut, it must be being brought to life by our gemstone that Baba Lysaga took. We just need to get inside and take the gemstone out. Once we do that, the hut will stop. We must do that now. And they'll look down at Rose and Maya and Ismark, and they'll say, "We can take you, but you must get inside and remove the gem. Can you do it?"
Drop me by Arena. She needs me.
All right. And then what about you, Maya? Like they're saying, like, "Can you get the gemstone free?"
Yes, well, I will help. I will help. Put me down.
They will fly you, and Ismark's going to be the first one to get an attempt at this. Maya, you're going to get there the second turn. Ismark's like, yes, of course, go! And the were-raven flies him towards the hut. The hut takes a swipe at the were-raven as it comes close. It connects, and the raven is like almost thrown to the side, not quite fully dead, but you do see them take a blow. But as they drop Ismark, he's just going to try and grab onto the hut and haul himself inside. I'm going to give him a dex save. It's a natural 20. He like lands on the lip of the edge. He's just like, ah! And he swings himself inside,
Yes,
and you can hear him sort of
Ismark.
land. But that's going to be his turn. Rose, they drop you next to Irina.
Can I cast Cure Wounds at first level on her, please?
Go for it.
I don't have anything else, but
Should have done that, shouldn't
yeah,
I?
she's like dying and stuff, you know.
It's better
Funny
than dead.
that.
fine.
So 6 hit points back for Irina.
Okay, yeah, Irina's eyes kind of flutter open for a moment. And she takes a breath of air as she opens her eyes. Anything else?
Good. I think probably can I try and move Irina somewhere where she's more in cover, like away from the hut? I'm just thinking.
You can drag her 15 feet away,
get her
but that's
to-
pretty much all you can do. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do my best to take her to a safer-ish place. Safer place.
Absolutely. All right, you start pulling her away. Rhiannon Maya.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
like to. Can I cast Cure Wounds on Dog's body?
Okay, so rather than going for the hut, you ask the were-raven to drop you off by Dog's body?
Yeah. So I'll cast Cure Wounds on Dog's body and then
Okay.
make my way up to the hut.
Okay, yeah, you won't be able to do both in this turn, but you can get
Okay,
dropped
yeah.
off by Dog's body, heal him, and then the next turn they'll try and get you to the hut.
Start making my way. Yeah.
All right, he'll cast the spell on Dog's body. Dog's body. It will be your go next.
Points.
Sorry.
Something.
How many points? 4.
4 points.
That's fine.
4 whole points.
Yeah, imagine.
Just as a point, I kill her with the blood spear. So
Yes,
I
you
rolled
get to
my 2d6. Yeah.
Temporary hit points. Nice.
So I got 8 temp hit points back.
Yep.
I do, however, still need to roll for bloodlust. So
Oh, please roll.
I rolled a 14 and a 5. Y'all, it is so good that I have this amulet from the Ravens. And then I am going to... I think seeing that Irina is safe and Rose is safe, I am going to actually just move myself away from everyone, because I think as Dog's body's getting weaker and weaker and weaker, he's just worried that
Yeah.
he's going to lash out
And
and
also,
hurt his friends. So.
Keep in mind, temporary hit points don't affect your blood frenzy thing. Like
Yeah,
temporary hit points
exactly.
sit on top. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On Irina's turn, she is going to use her mantle of inspiration. So she kind of pulls herself up and she looks at Rose. Thank you, but we need to get out of here. And then she's just like, she begins singing this like deep, beautiful Barovian song. Everybody, Maya, Dog's Body, Rose, and Irina, you all get, both Maya's, Dog's Body, and Rose, you gain 5 temporary hit points, and all of you can use your reaction to move your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So you can all start pulling away, basically. Or you can move closer to the hut. Up to you.
We need to stop that before we go. Ismark is already there.
Ismark is inside. We need to help him. Where'd you move? Away or towards hut? Or do you just not move? You don't have to. It's an option. It's
Move
Tom the
towards
Myers go
where
next.
they were.
All right. Okay.
So neither further or away, but just closer to everyone else.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, what does everyone else do with their movement?
How far away is the hut from
It's
where?
probably about 60 feet.
Okay.
It's like in the manor. It's like stomping on this ruin of the manor.
Are the were-ravens still hanging back after they
They're
drop
with
off?
you. They dropped you off. They're
Ismark.
next to you. Yeah, they're next to you.
Okay. I'm just aware that I'm very much on 7 hit points. So if I go near that hut, it's probably not a good thing. Anyone
When
with
do I
more
get to
health want to
play
give it a go?
as my new character, the house?
Well,
Oh, yeah, we've
hopefully
got
not
to introduce
anytime
Strahd as
soon.
the hut.
Yeah, I
Be
know.
the house.
Tom, anything else on your turn? If not, it's Ismark, and that's going to be like a big factor on what happens next.
Oh, right. I thought we were just doing everyone's reactions. Shit, I didn't even know
Well, I
it
was
my
waiting,
turn.
but nobody's doing anything, so I'm going to you now. So,
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go towards.
okay, so Rhiannon goes towards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I am going to cast Earth Tremor. So the area that was not 20 feet covered, the 10 feet in front of me, that's now difficult terrain too.
Okay.
I'm just going to make it very difficult
churning
for
the
this thing.
earth to slow this thing down. No, it's a smart move, because if Ismark can't
it from
stop it
getting
this
to us.
turn, it will stop it getting to you. Exactly.
Stop it, Tom.
All right. Ismark has to make a strength check to basically pull the stone free. He rolls a 3, and that's a failure. So you hear him just like you can hear crying coming from inside. He doesn't have any special abilities. He's just a normal dude. So
He's not
the
a
were
normal
ravens.
dude.
The were ravens
Is he?
will fly Maya up to the hut, if that is what you so wish, Maya.
Please.
The hut tries to get close to all of you, but as it steps in, like all these vines shoot up. It breaks through the vines, but it's struggling to move, and you see the earth tremor slowing it down as it tries to wade through this earth that the Maya has conjured.
I think he thinks that he's just won the game.
Well,
Like, he's
I'll tell you
just-
what. I'll tell you what he's done is he stopped some of you taking 4d10 plus 8 damage. That's what Tom's just done. So,
Yeah.
What can I say?
Rose,
Except
Rose,
you're welcome.
Maya, Dog's Body. What do you guys do?
You're welcome.
Get
Can I lift my arms up
little-
for a little boosty? Is
You
there a
can.
were-raven taxi around?
They can do, yeah. Rose, it's your turn first. What'd you do?
Oh no, I'm gonna continue and get Arena backed
You just
away
start moving away.
because
Great, okay.
if I'm hit once, I'm out, and
Okay.
I'm
All
the
right,
only
so
one.
you're
with
moving away with Irina,
heal.
Maya, Rhiannon, Maya, and then it's Dog's Body.
So, can I use my
Yeah.
gathered swarm ability? So, am I in the tree at the moment? Am I still on my way?
Yeah,
to
they've
the tree?
basically because they were already flying you. They've picked you up and taken you up. So on your turn, you can get inside the hut. Yes.
Awesome. So, can I use my gathered swarm? So, can I like shoot the tree to activate like my attack action, and then use the swarm, and then grab onto the gem, and then use the swarm to push me back 5 feet, but like to
cool.
help me pull it out?
Yeah, give me... So we won't make attack rolls and stuff. Give me a strength check, but give yourself advantage as well. Ismark is also pulling it, and you can see as you land inside the hut, it's like a witch's hut with like shelves and stuff scattered everywhere. And embedded into this tree trunk in the middle of the thing is this glowing green gem. And Ismark has like hacked his axe into it, and he's trying to wedge it free. He's like, Maya, I can't get it free. And he's like pulling on it. So you can go up, and with the two of you combined, you both try and wrap your hands around it and then use the insects to pull you away as an extra piece of strength. So yeah, give me a strength check with advantage.
Okie dokie. So that is a 18.
With that, the insects swarm around you, and you feel like this column building between you and the trunk. You and Ismark both, like he starts screaming. And you just begin to see wood chip away, it breaks, and then your hands fully grip around the gem, and you feel just energy and life flow into you. Other Maya, you feel like this euphoric like sense of life burst through you both, and you pull yourselves free, and the whole hut just goes into the disused ground. You and Ismark probably take about 10 points of damage as you are like thrown to the ground and like stumble out.
Okie dokie.
As this whole hut just collapses with you guys inside it, as you
We did it!
and then the dust clears. And without having introduced Chris Trott's character, that will be today's episode of Curse of Strahd.
In the last 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes, but we're not going to introduce his character in 5
Yeah.
minutes. Trust me. Next episode, yes. But
And falling out the front door of the hut. Hey guys, it's me.
I'm the house door. Take me with you.
Oh man.
Well, thanks for running the stream, Trot.
Thanks, Trot. I'm sorry. The thing is like, yeah, like if certain things had gone a different way, that would have been over a lot quicker. And
Hey,
I'm
is
assuming
that
the
not
guys would have found you.
testament to you not fudging D&D and trying to make everything happen? This is just pure D&D.
Pure D&D, baby.
Pure-
Honestly,
magic.
I didn't see
Or
us.
liquid
I saw
D&D.
us running away, and
Dying.
she wasn't going to be defeated.
Some
didn't see that
very
happening
good
at
saving
all.
throws, some clever tactics, good kind of like character decisions, and some unlucky rolls on my half. Like the darkness spell took Baba Lysaga out for like a turn and frustrated her to the point where she left her flying chariot. Things like the dog's body finding her when she used the hallucinatory terrain, stuff like that. Amazing. Like it was just good rolls. Managed to get away at the right time, and just turned what could have been a very deadly encounter into something manageable and winnable.
Well,
Yeah.
still deadly for one.
I mean,
Yeah.
he died last week.
But-
That's fine.
Not for all of us.
Still counts as the same encounter. God damn.
It does. However, I will say this because I'm assuming next week you guys will try and find the relic inside the hut and things like that. Go ahead and
Rose
level
would
yourselves up.
definitely do that.
Everybody level up this week.
Oh,
Ooh.
Because you have
yeah.
effectively you've beaten Baba Lysaga and you've recovered another one of the relics, which is definitely a level up worthy event.
nice.
Which means Trot, you can
Hey.
also level up your new character for next week.
Yeah.
Trot, it gives you more time to learn what the character can do and how the character will be. Think of it that way.
I never do that, Mark. What are you on about?
I know. But yeah, I am sorry that you didn't get to fully play. I didn't want to fudge the encounter, so it just was a thing.
Totally fine. I don't have a problem with it.
Oh,
Kim's-
man, I
Kim's-
can't believe we
Well, I'm
actually
glad you
did
don't,
it.
because I do. I feel awful, but I'm glad you don't.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
We still did it with just one death as well. I mean, yeah.
So just
one
as a
death,
point-
but, I mean,
Hit points for Dog's Body, Rose. I know Rose was on 7 at the end. Dog's Body must have been damn low.
Mm,
Oh, Kim's
I don't
gone.
think-
Kim's long gone.
She's in and out.
She's in and out.
I think Rhiannon's,
how many hit points
like,
did Maya
what
have?
are you on,
Rhi?
like 5?
I'm on
No?
10.
So you
Okay,
if it
that was
wasn't for-
that was after the 10 you just took.
Yeah,
Oh god.
if it wasn't for Irina's temp hit points, yeah, I'd be in a bad way.
Oh, that's right. You got the 5 temp hit points, didn't you? You'd probably be down.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Well, there you go. Yeah, very, very well done. And yeah, next week you can claim your spoils and hopefully meet a new member of the team. And then that will be
Yeah.
Strahd.
Hopefully. Hopefully for Trot, yeah.
I'd love
Yeah,
to see in this
yeah,
one.
God.
We'll see.
Um,
We
We'll
shall
see.
see.
nice. Man,
Do you know what the
Kim's
most
gone,
important
huh?
thing is? Most important thing. Trophy status active.
That's what he's
right.
been doing. That's what he's
Yes!
been doing when he's been there.
The achievement
Man.
is still...
Oh, Kim had 7
ready to go.
HP, she says. Kim said she had 7
Okay.
HP at the end.
Crikey.
7. Okay, cool.
The thing is you're back.
Hello.
That blight, if you weren't resistant to necrotic, even with the saving throw, you would have taken 14. You would have taken 22. You would have been down. Like you would have just dropped,
No.
and then she would have.
I had 24 at that point, I think,
Oh
or
my
something.
God,
I had
you would have
20
had 2 hit
something.
points left.
Jeez.
Yeah.
She's
Oh
gone
man,
again.
she's in and out. Yeah.
Trouble.
Anyway,
She's
Tom.
Don't
having
focus on
hallucination.
Kim. Move on
No.
to Tom.
No, yeah. Move
Tom.
on to me. Move on to this guy. No, Kim, don't interrupt.
You've had your time.
So
In case anyone is... Oh my god. In case anyone is asking, I was hit by 2 fireballs and I've got 50 out of 52 health. Pretty nice.
Fuck's sake.
Because that circle.
Why weren't you going into the house?
Dude,
Where were you?
I was right in front of Baba Lysaga the entire fight, and the house as well. I was
Also,
just,
he didn't really do
care.
anything
Controlling.
apart from be slightly annoying. Like, he was doing a lot of reactionary stuff.
Slightly annoying. I was controlling like a lot of her turns, like 3 turns in a row.
Yeah,
with the darkness.
yeah, that's what I mean. But you weren't like harming her. You weren't carrying Irina. You weren't really doing anything that she saw you as a threat to do damage to.
You didn't
you
have
were
a
you were
sword,
something that she was
which
like,
is what
that's
killed
annoying.
Someone.
Yeah, but you weren't like a direct threat to her.
I am as the flies. Get out of my face. I'm focusing on literally anything else. We had a donation from Crispy 5 days ago, so this would have been before the Sunday, so I'll read it today, for a half hundo that says,
Wowzers.
wishing Ree a very happy birthday from the future. It's already tomorrow here by the time Tom reads this. It's actually a week ahead.
It's actually the past.
Yeah. Birthday week for the both of us. Huzzah! There you go.
Huzzah!
Happy birthday from Crispy. 4 days ago, we had a donation from Montague. Happy birthday, Ree! I'm sure you've heard it 100 times before, but I love the dynamic you bring to the group. It's also a bonus to know that I share a birthday month with such a chaotic force of nature. Mine was earlier this week. Have fun and roll high. There you go. Another happy
Thank you very
birthday from
much.
Montague.
Hope you had a good birthday
And also
too,
happy
Montague.
birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to you, Montague. Newton has donated with, boy howdy, am I excited to see who dies this episode, Baba Lysaga. Love me some death and tomfuckery in this dark, dank, moist world. I don't know why that was in there. Newton donated again with, in mists and shadow, dead will rise. Spells are cast and the Vistani dies. But look, up there, our hero arrives. 'Tis a bird, a plane, it's medium-sized. We have a donation from Nightjar that was, happy birthday, Ree. Also, the fuck mark? What did that poor were-raven ever do to you?
Tried to carry away Irina. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
And Nenzai with a quarter hundo saying, Dog's body is the bestest boy. Woo!
It's a big awu energy.
Awoo's all round. Varus donated with no message. Thank you very much. Ravager donated with, what an episode. Everyone actually lived? Dog's body, truly the hero we deserve. Still looking forward to Trot's new character. So's he. Drask has donated with a quarter hundo, and they say, I've loved today's episode so much. It had Hero, Kim, Terrifying Mark, and Tom and Ree taking turns with their shared brain cell. I can't wait for more. Thank you.
Tom's like,
yeah.
should I thank you for that? I don't know.
Tom does all the thinking with
Ravager
both
4.
of us, don't worry.
Ravager 4. When I say everybody lived, I mean this week, because last week, well, you know. Yeah, we know. Fail of Fail Draws has donated with, that was such a cool fight. Congrats on the success. Sad we didn't get to see the new character, but still, excellent episode. Yes, indeedy. Thank you very much, Fail. And Newton has donated again with, you worked so hard for balls of green, so now you blue ball the entire stream? As a punishment, I'm gonna possess Tom's mouth. Look, I'm commanding his dirty word hole. He who gobble gobble goober poop. There is no Tom, only donos. You cannot stop me.
We can, but thank you.
Tom Hazel, I cannot believe you said that.
No, that wasn't me. That was my dirty word hole.
That's
we also had gifted subs
in a long time.
We had gifted subs from Couch Potato and bits from Yorkshire Dave and Art Hard Studios as well. And that is everything. Thank you very much.
Marvelous.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and checking out the stream. Hopefully,
more thing.
we will be back on Sunday with Erois. Fingers crossed that VMix is not attacked by evil internet hackers.
Please stop that. No. Please
Stop
no.
One more
that.
thing.
Having a great time.
One more thing. Tomorrow is Viz T's birthday. So happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
birthday, Viz T.
Oh, Viz T, one of our lovely mods.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Nightjar. I'm going to assume it was Nightjar telling us about that. Yeah,
That
we
was
will
my
hopefully be
birthday
back
dance.
for Erois on Sunday. Fingers crossed.
Oh, no,
I think
no.
that one of our great sponsors would be a useful thing for VMix to have because it protects them online, and we'll have a fun thing for that. But yeah, we'll see you on Sunday for more Erois High Rollers. And that's it.
Yep.
That's it from us. Bye.
Yep.
Chris Trot
Bye,
will actually get to play on
everybody.
Sunday. We'll see you then. Bye.
Yep.
Really.
See ya.
Tag you.
Bye.